Hi, my name is Dom Hager. I'm the Field CTO in Anjuna Security, and today I would like to welcome you to this demo on Ray, the distributed computing framework designed to scale your AI machine learning applications effortlessly. Today we're going to be focusing on running Ray on the Anjuna Seaglass Platform, emphasizing the importance of security and protection for distributed computing. Now, if you look at the screen and this interface, you'll see that we have a multitude of different demos. And what we're going to do today is show you the simplicity of using the Anjuna Seaglass platform to be able to deploy any type of application. So in this use case, I'm going to show you that we're going to basically be able to start an application deployment. And this is going to create a multitude of different resources so that we can successfully build this as a secure environment. Now, what this is basically going to do, it's going to actually build a build node in a secure and tested environment. This is going to validate the resources it needs, as well as create the service account for the creation of this actual deployment. And this is actually really important because we want to make sure that we can successfully deploy it, and we can also successfully remove it from the environment when we're no longer using it. In essence, protecting anything that has happened. Now, as we talk about this, we are going to look at the importance of protecting data that is sensitive in nature and protected in use, which we'll be going through through an easy deployment and being handled by the Anjuna Seaglass platform itself. Within about 15 minutes, we'll be able to use this live environment and run the necessary computations needed to not only get results quickly, but we'll be able to do it in full isolation. Ray ultimately is an open source framework that makes it easier to scale Python applications from a single laptop or to a cluster of 1,000 machines, and essentially is very useful for AI and machine learning tasks. Now, as we wait for this process to finish, I want to give you a little bit more information on the Anjuna Seaglass platform. The Anjuna Seaglass platform provides a secure environment for running any type of application that you want. And by basically doing this, we're making sure that when an actual application is deployed, that it actually has an ability to test, decrypt configurations that are sensitive in nature so that this specific application can talk to key management, as well as decrypt very sensitive configuration files, and to be able to work in a distributed and scalable environment so that we can, in essence, be able to protect this critical data that we're going to be using in a model to, in essence, show off the capabilities. Now, you'll see here really quickly that when this actual deployment node actually gets deployed, we do provide a suggestion to show you how we're going to review these logs so that we can see what is actually going on. Now I'm going to go ahead and look at the Azure console. We're going to see that we created a new resource group called Anjuna Demo Ray. And then in essence, I'm going to go ahead and grab the public IP because I want to go ahead and show you how this environment's going to run. So I'm going to go ahead and we're going to SSH into this box. And the great thing about this is you can actually pre-deploy a PEM key, you can deploy your single sign-on process, but in this case, we just hard-coded a username and password so we can kind of quickly show you what we're able to do. Now, in this environment, you'll see that it is a working instance that we've just deployed, and then we're going to actually use this actual command that we provided in the logs to show you what is actually happening. Now you'll see that we're unpacking all the resources needed to be able to install the Anjuna Seaglass platform, and we're making it possible so that we can easily get this container spun up and deployed into a confidential VM, and then building our confidential container so that it can basically be deployed in the confidential VM itself. Now, running distributed computation across multiple nodes involves a large amount of data, often containing very, very sensitive information. But without the adequate measures of a security platform, this data can easily be vulnerable to breaches and unauthorized access. And really what it comes down to, Anjuna Seaglass addresses these concerns by providing a robust security layer by basically building a walled garden around your application and ensuring that all data being processed within Ray is protected, maintained, providing confidentiality, giving you an integrity, and then ultimately allowing you to build an availability solution around it so you can guarantee that the data that is being processed is not only securely being done, but done in a manner that is productive for your teams. The security that we're ultimately achieving here is without compromising the performance and providing the scale that you expect. And ultimately, when we focus on developing and scaling your AI ML models, we know that the security of your data is very important. So for this stage of basically providing computation, we're giving you an easy way to look at this specific environment. Now, what you're going to notice here is now we're going to install some additional components, which include the Azure CLI tools. And now we're going to install the Anjuna binary so that we can now start building the package as a whole. Now, if you look at the screen right now, you can see that we actually are looking for specific packages that need to be installed so that we can actually deploy this successfully. And you can see that really quickly we're able to deploy this in a very effective manner without any human intervention. Now, what's really nice about this as well is we keep the packages up to date. We know exactly what packages we want to use to be able to be secure in this environment. And we're going to build the environment in such a way that it automatically shows you how to deploy this from end to end. Now, as we go through this, you'll notice a lot of packages being installed, a lot of packages being updated, a lot of packages being validated to make sure that they're cross-compatible for what they're doing, as well as being able to show you what is actually going on. Now, as we get a little bit closer into this, you'll notice this will start getting into the actual building of the Docker image itself. And one of the things important about this is we basically will build a VHD file on Azure. We will upload this into an Azure Blob Store, and then we're going to replicate it across multiple regions to provide resiliency for that image, as well as to be able to protect it. Now, you see here really quickly, we're actually building a Docker image really fast as you would expect. We're updating the packages as we need to, and then within a matter of seconds, we'll now be able to use this Docker container to build a VHD image to be able to use as part of our process to build a secure enclave itself. Now, you'll see it very quickly, depending on how you do your packaging of your container, you can do some really great things. But in this case, we are going to show you really quickly how we deploy Ray, and Ray is currently being installed in this environment, and it's going to do it very quickly. As we go through this, you'll see that the packages are being installed within that Docker container, and it's making it very easy for you to see exactly step by step of what's being installed, how it's being installed, and then we're going to build the attestation for this so that we can validate that this is truly running an environment that we want it to. Now, as this goes through the different steps, one part to basically caveat is the publishing of the actual image itself can take up to about 6 minutes. And so in this video, you may notice that we're going to go ahead and speed up the image just so that you don't have to sit through that whole process. But ultimately, we want to make sure that you understand that this is actually designed so that it actually can basically be deployed across multiple regions and provide resiliency for that specific image, just in case you want to deploy this in another environment or be able to spin it up to finish a job that wasn't finished due to a failure within the environment. And that's really important. Now, what's very unique about kind of the Anjuna platform is we, like I said, are making this easier so that you don't have to learn everything about Azure. We're going to do all those steps for you so that you can deploy a Docker container, use a simple configuration file, do an encrypted file if you need to protect secrets, and then just make it available so that you can use it in real time. And you can kind of see here that, we're creating that disk image from the Docker image. We're going to create a new resource group so we can actually secure it so it doesn't accidentally get deleted. We're going to deploy this in a specific environment. And we're going to basically create this image gallery that allows us to be able to reuse it and repurpose it as we need to. Now, this is going to continuously check to make sure that these steps are being done. And you'll notice that it's going to validate it at the end as we get closer to it being completed and being actually published in the environment. So we're going to wait here for a few minutes, and as we kind of look at the next steps that are happening, we'll go ahead and talk through things as they're happening. Now, you saw really quickly, we were able to publish that shared image gallery, and now we're going to basically provide an image definition so we can make sure that we have the metadata and know how this was built. So we're going to wait a few more seconds, sometimes up to a minute, to be able to make sure that this is actually being run. And then as soon as it gets to the point where it's uploading it to a blob store, we're going to go ahead and say that this is going to take a full 6 minutes, and then the video will progress to the next stage when we actually validate it and then see what's going on. Now you can see that even in the process of creating all this stuff, we also want to verify and check that everything still exists. So we're actually verifying before we upload the image, and you can see very quickly that it's actually uploading this 20 gig image in a matter of a few seconds. so that it can basically be available for us to use. Now you see that it's actually completed the upload, and you can actually see that it created a storage container for the specific VHD. And now this is the part we're going to wait for about 6 minutes, and to basically guarantee that this is going to be securely done, as well as being readily available for all regions. I'm just going to go ahead and pause here for a few minutes till it's done, and then we'll continue on with the discussion around what's going to happen. Now you'll see that once this has been completed, the shared image is ready to be used. So now we can create a VNet, subnet, network security group so that we can expose the ports that are necessary to access the array application. You can see that this actual process is automated and reading from the configuration file. Really quickly, this process is fairly quick because of the simple fact that we are providing a predefined view of what's going on, as well as being able to show that this is the confirmed message from Azure that it's been created. Now you'll notice that we're going to be exposing port 8265 since it's going to be a single node cluster, but this can be extended to any type of arrangement and also can be used throughout the whole process. In this specific use case, we'll also be doing a public IP. We're going to do a double validation that everything still exists, and now we're going to create the instance so that we can actually log into it. Now this process can take a few minutes, and really what it comes down to is being able to show you that not only is each step meticulously being handled, but it also is doing verification so that we can guarantee that the whole process is being done as it needs to. Now, as this is creating an instance, we're going to go ahead and go in the Azure portal to go and validate all the resources that are in there. And then from there, we're going to go ahead and take a look at what we need to do to be able to access this instance. Now you see here that we actually published the public IP of the VM that's running, and this is what we're going to be using for testing. Now it can take up to a few minutes when we access this environment, so we're just going to pre-put this in here and basically use this to validate that this is what we're going to be accessing. Now if we go back to the Azure interface, you can see that the resource group is still there, the one we created. And you can see all the individual specific things that we created in the actual startup script to be able to see what was actually being done. So if we go ahead and sort this out, you'll be able to see that we have the network group for the actual Ray service. We have the build server that we have set up. We have the actual public IP. We have the virtual machines that are running in this environment, specifically Anjuna Ray that's going to be storing this information, and also the VNet so that we can basically give it internet access as well as the image definitions. Now, what's nice about this is it does not affect the way that you would normally troubleshoot an instance, so you can easily go back into here, take a look at the events that have happened if you have them enabled. You can also look at the deployment, how it succeeded, how long it took, as well as review some of the security requirements in this environment. So I'm just going to go and switch back real quick and see if we actually are loaded yet. Now, what you'll notice is the image is now fully loaded. It's running in a confidential container, and we can see the status of the jobs that are running, the actual logs that are being generated. If we had a GPU tag to it, you would also be able to see the statistics for that, and the number of sent and received bytes if this is interacting with the cluster. Now, if we go through some of the menus, you can see that it was able to run our test script. We were able to succeed. Even though this is a very simple test script, this basically just shows you that you're able to basically generate and really get immediate feedback when you run this in an enclave itself. We can see that there's no actors currently involved, so we've already completed the details. You can easily go ahead and review the logs as you're troubleshooting it to take a look at what's going on. You can get the events, and if you have Grafana set up, you could also send the events to Grafana to be able to get a visualization of what's going on. Now, what's really great about this whole concept is the simple fact that this gives us full fidelity in being able to understand what is going on, what commands were run, any workers or actors that were related to it, as well as, like I said, being able to actually see that the node is alive and is actually running within this environment. So if you have any other questions that you would like to get answered based on this demo, please contact us. We'd be glad to help you get onboarded with Ray, as well as any other application you may be wanting to run in Azure in a secure enclave. And also, don't be afraid to, actually tell us what other applications you'd like to see. We'd love to be able to introduce those to you and show you how we can build them really quickly. And I want to thank you guys for watching this video and hope you had a good experience going through what we consider as an easy deployment. Thank you very much.